The fast.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Whoop, whoop, woo.
Yeah. What's going on, kid?
Yes, sir. We in the building, man. You know how we get down, man. Rally Radio, it's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby, let's go.
Now how we get down here, man. It has been one heck of a week, especially if you're an auto enthusiast and if you just like cars in general. Or better yet, if you listen to us because you want to learn something. You listen to us because you want to make sure that what's going around in your city. It's going down. You know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here. Happy to be here today. What's good, kid? What's poppin'?
100%, son. I just want to, piggyback on what you said. I think if you just like motorsports in general, it's a rough one, son.
Oh, man.
It's a rough one, B.
You have no
Everything's up
idea.
for grabs, son.
It's foul outside, son.
It is. That's a fact, though, man.
It's
That's a fact,
foul
though,
outside, son.
100%, though. But other than that, though, always happy to be here. Another great Saturday. Let's go.
Shout to my guy Dorian, man. He said I should have been a rapper. He said, you should have been a rapper, son. Like, oh, man. I don't know. It seemed a little dangerous to be a rapper right now. It's crazy outside. Rest in peace to Takeoff, by the way.
Yeah, man. 100%.
That's another thing that's been crazy this week. It's just been a lot of things going on. So if you listen to Rally Radio just to escape from your average day or the average, run around, man, because it's definitely crazy. We got all kind of news going on and things out here. But I'm happy that everybody tuned in, paying attention. Shout to those listening. Shout to those paying attention. Oh, he was talking about the intro song. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even I got to re-quote it sometime. I love it. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's real. Definitely a fire intro.
I will say this, though, man. It's been one heck of a week.
100%.
It's been a heck of a week, man. And not for nothing, the way things are going, it looks like it's going to get even worse.
Damn.
Yes. Gas prices is ridiculous.
Yo, so how them joints, how they soaring again?
Son, I don't know, son. That's because, you know why? Because that EV pushes back on strong, son.
It is, and they tested the waters, and we went for the bait, too, on top of that, son. We went for the bait, son.
That's a fact.
That's the problem, man. I'm realizing, man, when you just get so caught up, I understand you got things to do, people got stuff to do, they got moves to make. But when you get too caught up in it, son, next thing you know, they taking both arms, legs. They don't care, son. And that's the problem. Like we said before on the show. Yo, this is the problem. That's what we said before on the show. Like, us as the consumers, we can control it if we really want to.
That's a fact. But they don't want to hear that, man. Shout to everybody listening, paying attention. For those that's tuning in live, we got love for y'all, man. I know it's Saturday, 12 noon on your day off, but you decided to spend it with us, so we're going to make sure that it's worth your while, man. Appreciate everybody tuned in, paying attention, man. I love it. Everybody get up and they checking in with us. I 100%. Love it, man. It's definitely been crazy. Last week we had a good time.
Factory.
Actually went out,
son.
had the good car meet, you know what I'm saying? Shout to my man Keith. He came through with the
fire.
With the fast back. Oh my goodness. And let me tell you, 2 Fox bodies showed up, man. That's Keith and my man Sly Fox. Shout to Sly Fox, because that silver silver Fox body was mean.
Now, it was nice. I haven't seen clean Fox bodies like that in a while. Haven't seen them like that in a while, son.
And not only that, I wanted to say shout out to everybody that came out that day, man. It was
100%.
beautiful, man. It was good to see everybody. Shout to my man Jay. He showed up. We got a chance to chill with Jay. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Camacho. Shout out to Miller, the resident Ford guy. He's going to be on the show. We just got to find the perfect week for him. Shout to Marlon, resident Toyota guy. He showed up.
Supra, though.
Oh, man.
It was nice, though.
I
must say. It was definitely a good time.
And let me tell you, man, it's only going to get better, man. We got a lot of different things coming up next year. Hope you guys is ready to race because it looks like it's going to be crazy. But you know what, though?
What's that?
it's definitely been getting crazy for, and I know what y'all gonna say, but we're gonna start this off a different way. Look like Dodge is out here talking about we don't want y'all driving these old Chargers and Magnums. And we're gonna get into that too. Tesla's being looked at by the SEC for all of their full self-driving claims, and we ain't seen nothing full self-drive yet.
But yo, I gotta go back to like, how do they pass that? How do they get that past the door, son?
You know why, son?
Yo.
He sold them the Barnum and Bailey flea circus kit.
Oh, nah.
He said, listen, all you got to do is put a circus there and tell them if you look real close, it's some fleas in there doing all kind of tricks.
It's crazy because while they watching, they creeping through the door with it, son. Like, yo, they got him, son.
I love
they
it.
They hooked.
He just showed you how easy it is. He really did,
though. He really did. He really did 100%, son. 100%.
He showed you how easy it is. He was like, oh, man, son. All y'all got to do is create the flea circus and tell them to come through the door. Hilarious.
Nah, for real, though.
But they are pushing it to the limit. And there's a couple other things, we're going to be talking about. We got a lot of different things going on. You already know SEMA was already doing anything.
What's going on with SEMA, though? I don't think SEMA doing too well.
Well, apparently, you know how this get down. We was talking about it. The EVs, man. The EVs, they going for it. So it is what it is, though.
So you can't even say they going at the EVs full throttle. What can you say? Full accelerator? Or what is that?
I mean, what do we say at that? Full circuitry, like full voltage,
Full
like it ain't gas. You can't drop the clutch.
Damn, son. I mean, shit.
Drop the circuit breaker and hit the power.
Yo, he said flip the circuit breaker. Damn, son. I'm telling you, man. Me personally, I don't like hearing performance and EVs in the same sentence. That's just me. I think that is complete blasphemy, son. Oh, man, son, these things. But again, we're not here to bash these EVs, though. This is not what we're here to do. We're just here to bring out the news about them. And that's about it, son.
Speaking of bashing.
Let's go.
I had a nice little, okay, so for those that don't know, we're going to get right into the show after this, because I love to talk about my week. Everybody knows, Gutter Ball Rally Radio, we starting out, we trying to get out the hole. Y'all know how that going. Like I said, we appreciate everybody that listens, follows, pays attention to what we do, right? So I have recently been on a different note. I've been trying to really reach out to people worldwide because if you've been paying attention, it looks like there's a lot of things that they stopping. So we trying to make it happen. So I've been putting out TikTok videos, Instagram videos, Facebook videos, YouTube videos. We everywhere. We trying to be everywhere right now. So I happen to put up a video on Instagram. Yep. I put the video up. And you know how this goes, man. Some people are just probably not happy with what you post or whatever. And that's fine. You drop your comment and call it a day, right? But in the middle of it, this guy's like, I would say that because I was putting out how, they're catching on fire in Florida. Oh, like, shit. After Hurricane Ian, a lot of them are just bursting into flames. And I'm like, I don't know if the world is ready for full EV yet. And this guy's like, oh, well, you're taking some isolated cases and, you just got to make sure that, the numbers and the data, make sure that. And I was like, listen, man, at the end of the day, if numbers and data is all you care about, then you don't care. Because if I'm telling you right now that you have 95,000 people who drive EVs out there and they had cars out there that were stranded, and when they were trying to move it, they was catching fire. Or they could have been in somebody's garage and catching fire in that flood. If I'm telling you that and you're like, oh, you know what? Yeah, well, how many of those really happened? A couple of them is more than enough.
Fact. Damn.
It's a rule of threes here, right? You ever heard of the rule of threes and rule of thirds? Yeah. If it happens more than 3 times, it becomes a sequence. It's happening.
He wasn't trying to hear that. Man.
Nah, he wasn't trying to hear. As a matter of fact, he debated with me for 4 days.
Yo. I'm
not lying. Listen, y'all. He debated with me for 4 days straight. And I said like this, kid.
4 days?
4 days, kid, because you're trying to, you know how that go. When you wrong. See, what I don't like is like when you talk to people and it's like you get to a point where they feel like they right or wrong, it turns into bashing. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. The one thing I do not do is bash. Yeah. I don't sit here and be like, oh, you know what? You're stupid. And I think those kind of words, I don't like those kind of words, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I just couldn't understand it. And then I asked him, I said, have you ever listened to the show? And he told me no. He said, I hope you have the same energy for gas cars. I'm like, oh, we do.
He clearly
don't listen to the show. And
that's a
then
fact.
my thing is, so I invited him. I said, listen to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Call up. I said, I'd rather talk to you than text you because things are taken out of context when you putting up
That's a fact.
comments.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Call up, man. Here, you know where to find us. And you know what he said to me? He said some people got to work on Saturdays. I'm like, wow.
Damn.
I think a lot of people got to work on Saturday, but they do find their way to tune in. So with that being said, man, shout to him. Maybe he'll call in. Maybe he won't. Maybe he does have an EV. I'm not sure.
That's what I was thinking. I think maybe he got an EV. That's why he's so sour about it, or he want to get one so bad.
He's just
like,
looking for that justification.
Yeah.
You ain't getting it here. Listen,
That's a fact.
I'm only calling it how I see it. I'm not going to sit here and say that numbers and everything really matter to me. At the end of the day, they're forcing the enthusiasts to do something that they don't want to do. Let's say 95% of the car world is like, I'd rather have one to get around, but not for fun.
Yeah, and that's my problem. Like you said, man, they pushing it on the enthusiasts, right?
Right.
And they trying to bring it across like this is the most fun you're gonna ever have in a vehicle again.
Right.
This is the end or be all for fun, and that's
Right.
my problem. Like, hold on.
That's not the case.
Yeah, and that's what I find like to be a real issue for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
100%. On top of that, the problems they have,
But my thing is, on top of them having any issues, there's a lot of things that they haven't solidified yet, and that's my thing. I'm not saying that eventually we're gonna have to go this route. This is what it is. But make sure it's safe. Make sure it's right. Don't put it out there and tell us that we have to have it when there's a chance that this thing could catch fire doing nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to tell them.
Yeah.
Ultimately, and trust me, that's only part of it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the build quality. We're not talking about, like, those are the things you got to take in. You're a car guy. These are the things that should stand out to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not, hey, listen, I'm just saying I need to be fair. Okay.
You know what? That's another thing. Like you said, they forcing it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forcing it, and then y'all trying to take away what we passionate about. On top
Right.
of that, come on, man. So that's just a big problem for me too, though. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
But you know who got a bigger problem?
Who?
Tesla and Dodge has a little issue. But we're going to get into it, man. You know how we get down. You got any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, man. I just want to shout out to everybody that's out there doing their thing. The weather's cool out there, but don't let it fool y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do not let it fool y'all. Y'all going to be laid up in the bed because y'all think y'all cool. Some shorts on, short sleeves. Don't do it to yourself. So I just want to say.
Says the guy who rides his motorcycle in here, yo. Stop.
Listen, big one. The lifestyle ain't for everybody, baby. It's not for everybody, kid. You know what I'm saying? But just hold it down out there, man. I know y'all parking up the car. You're getting ready to do some good work. Do what it do, man. I just want to shout out to the bid one too for being the truth, yo. Let's go.
You heard the church music when he said that?
The church.
Oh, like, yo, who is he in here preaching to, man? Listen. With that being said, now we get down, man. We're going to jump right into the show. So I ain't got no more shout-outs. You ain't got no more shout-outs?
I'm good.
Here we go. Now, you tuned in last week.
Let's go.
You missed it. If you didn't tune in, you missed a couple things. Yo, fill them in. SI, what we got for 'em?
Got you. So if y'all missed last week, man, I got a couple, you know what I'm saying, recaps for y'all. See if I can get next to them.
Let's go.
I find this one particularly interesting. Volkswagen, who I was just giving praise to, is talking about putting high performance arm models all electric by 2030.
Hilarious.
Damn, son.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. They putting these far numbers and they saying all cars. But
yeah.
Go ahead, continue on. What else we got? I'm not really a fan of that. Like I said, I feel like you should have something for everybody, but you're forcing.
That's what I mean, son.
You're forcing guys.
Mm-hmm.
Continue on. What else we got, man? I don't want to cut you down. What else we got?
Man. It just bothers me because how y'all taking y'all high performance line and doing that with though?
Facts.
That's just mind boggling to me. Another one I got, I think this one's a pretty hot one too from Toyota right here. They talking about the new GR86 is coming hybrid and turbocharged.
Oh, the new what? The
GR86.
So now they're gonna put the hybrid in the GR86.
Damn.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's not plug-in hybrid, I think for performance cars, I don't think they should be plug-in hybrid.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Because we can only imagine how much heat that joint generates.
Damn.
Think about that. Like, you could just finish wearing your Lambo out in this freaking hybrid or something like that, and now you go to plug it up.
Oh, you right. right, son.
Now all that heat you got in there on top of the heat from charging this thing, we'll see. I think that them being hybrid as far as the Porsche 918, like we see what hybrid could do when you add it properly.
Yeah, but how do you? All right, not to get too sidetracked. How do you really feel about that 918? I think that's kind of like my disconnection with it. Even though it's about it super all across the board, but
Yes.
I don't know, son. How you really feel about that drink, though?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If I had one, I'd probably feel different. If I had one of them,
So you saying
give me the Porsche, please.
you trying to tell me it's worth to go in the inventory? when we
I
get
mean,
together.
In all honesty, I believe that is the future. I believe at the end of the day, for performance cars, if like I want mine still manual with gas.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the hybrid kicks in when the car is at idle, at a stoplight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I gotta do it, that's how I want to. I don't want no more intrusion from that.
But
You
wait,
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but as far as those type of high performance cars concerned, don't the hybrid motor kicks in when they want more power and all that though?
It can get power, yeah. So apparently it has a certain amount of power, and you know what, I gotta do my homework
Yeah,
on
me
that too,
too.
because I
Me
think
too.
I think it kicks in after a certain RPM, like
That's what I'm
most
saying.
hybrid cars. Like once you drive over a certain,
yeah.
now the gas engines kick in, and Bob's your uncle. Peace. You know what I'm saying? But definitely got to do some more homework on it. But
100%.
I just don't think that we need to be going full EV and
Nah, son. Everything
full plug-in. Like, you
nah,
gotta be
kid.
careful with that.
I ain't gonna front. When I see plug-in vehicles, I just think like Twinkies or something. Like I just think it's like extra soft. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Yo, so one day, right, I'm leaving the block. I'm leaving the block. It's nighttime, and I so happen to see a refrigerator on wheels, a Tesla, right?
Oh boy.
So I happen to see one, and I see this young lady fiddling with the plug to like plug it into the house.
Wow.
I was like, why is she doing that? So nobody told her she not listening to the show. I just felt bad because she plugged it in. You know, it's garage. Everything's connected to the house.
Yes.
Everything's connected to one. So I'm thinking like, yo, damn,
Good luck with that.
that's a fact.
Good luck with that, right? Like,
know.
but here's my thing: you fiddle around with the plug. You ever sparked yourself messing around
Son.
on a plug? Something up.
And that's another thing we gotta be aware of, man. Because all of us out here ain't coordinated. All of us out here
Oh
ain't doing.
no! Stop. We don't listen. We don't believe what he said. Oh no!
Yo, I'm just saying, man. SI's here to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, the news and give it and be real with y'all, man. That's what I'm about. So I just find that very interesting, kid.
He said,
Very
"Yo, not
interesting.
everybody here is
Nah,
hand-eye coordinated."
Nah, kid. Everybody, you know, they do what they do. But let me move on though. So
Shout out to my guy Sales, man. What's popping?
What's going on, Sales?
Sales was in the building too.
factory. Yep.
Sales showed up. He came out with the, you know, his G35 is one of the first, so it had the
Yeah.
dual intake.
Yeah, so I was looking at the joint. It's clean, son. That joint was smooth. That was a smooth one, son.
He
Fact.
just he told me he recently had some body work done to it.
Oh, okay.
So you know when you start doing body work to a car, you care about it.
Yeah, that's
Ain't no more to
100%,
it.
son. 100%. Once
You
start
taking it to
repairing
get
stuff,
refreshed, you give a damn.
Yeah, 100%.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't park near my car.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
But shout to Sales, man. Came through with the cleanest G35 last week. It was tremendous.
Yeah, it definitely was one of the cleanest I've seen in a while, son. Because you don't really see them in mint condition like that.
No, you don't.
son. You really don't.
And not for nothing, that's one of those kind of cars I said I would like to have that in the stable.
Nah, it's
bro.
100%. 100%.
That is one of them, definitely, man. But continue on. What else you got for us?
I got another good one. This one's particularly interesting because the new Honda Civic Type R costs just as much as the 2021 Yellow Limited Edition race version. That's crazy. Is it that good? You think it's that good? Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta let us know. Y'all think that new one's gonna be that good, son?
Wait.
What is it?
And it's, wait. Why wouldn't it be? Tell me. Why you think?
I mean, because you know, as far as performance-wise is concerned, you know they're gonna hit the nail on the head, no doubt. But I mean, now I'm talking about like the body, the features on it, though. I don't think it's that good to be worth the limited price. Because I will grab the limited over that one. I may be the only one with that one, but I think the limited one, son. I think that limited one could definitely get us one run for his money.
But the limited one comes with, I mean, like,
It's lighter.
yeah,
Gonna come a little more power or something.
yeah.
I don't know, and it's yellow.
I think the Screaming Yellow does it for
The
everyone.
yellow though. But is it that good to be that to have the same price tag though? So I don't think it is. For one, I don't think it is. I think in the middle of them making it, I'm pretty sure it's faster, right? But I think in the middle of them doing that, they took away some dramatics.
What do you mean?
I feel like they took away, the part of it that will make the limited great. And I think that's just a raw, visceral feel of the car. I think something's missing from it, son. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure. And in the midst of pleasing people, I'm pretty sure they took something out, son. Other than, of course, the nasty body of the design. Positive. I'm positive, son. Word. That's just how I think about it. I don't think it's that good to have the same price tag as the most bout-it version you can get. I don't know, kid.
I mean, you can't. Yeah.
I don't know, son.
That's definitely an issue. You definitely got to have some separation between the two.
I would think so, because you trying to tell me if that base model new one is that crazy already, imagine what happens when they make a limited one. It's gonna be banana sandwich, huh?
But and then we're not talking about markups. That's a whole nother ball game.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I don't know, kid.
ought to be interesting, man. What else you got for us?
Absolutely. This one's pretty cool too, son. So, a 1987 Buick GNX sells for $200K on Bring a Trailer. For 2,300 miles on it, son.
2,300 miles and it's sold for 200.
200, son.
Boy.
Give me your fucking money.
I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. If you got a grandpa or whatever and he got something under the sheet, you may want to go look and see what that car is, because there's a good chance that it's a great investment towards the future of your family. Pop Duke's probably had his fun with it. He's probably 85. He has the El Camino outside or something. You may want to go check on it.
I disagree with the bid one, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna keep it forever?
Like I said, it's hard to create. You know what I'm saying, to remove those memories, man. I know. I got a problem with looking at something, then next thing you know it's not there no more. You know what I'm saying? What about that one day you just might want to be like, yo, let me go out to the garage. You know what I'm saying? You having a party in your head. Yo, about to go out there, and then you like this.
Sounds like a
You see
case
a
of
hybrid.
Alzheimer's to me.
Yeah, you go out there, you see an EV in the garage like this.
You just ruined your whole day.
Come on, son.
You like this? I can't wait to go outside. You know what I'm saying? I just want to step on the gas, hit a turbo one time, and then you step on it and you hear.
Damn, son, that's a bummer, son.
Yeah, but Baller has an exhaust, though. It's a speaker.
He said Babola has an exhaust speaker.
Yo, with that being said,
go.
man, you got any more?
No, I'm good, man.
Yo,
I'm good. Let's go.
We're going to jump right into the show. I hope y'all ready. Here we go.
Weekly facts. Auto news for all the listeners. Only on Rally Radio.
All right, we're going to jump right into the topic at hand. I hope y'all ready for this. If you own a Dodge Charger, Dodge Magnum, Chrysler 300C, you need to park your car immediately. I'm going to turn the music off for this one. If you own a Dodge Charger, Chrysler 300, a Dodge Magnum, Chrysler wants you to park this car up. We talking about the 2005 to 2010 Dodge Magnum, Challenger, Charger, and Chrysler 300 sedan, approximately 276,000 vehicles that are covered by this Takata airbag thing.
We was talking about how it was a huge recall for them airbags.
Yes.
And there's no way on earth they're going to get to all of those, kid.
It really ain't.
There's no way.
It really ain't.
That's funny because I thought a lot of the American brand cars actually dodged that one, but I guess not, son.
Nah. Takata was putting
And
airbag.
everything, son.
You want my honest opinion? We're gonna put
Let's go.
our little controversy hats on. You ready for this? Our conspiracy theorists. What if they use this to take the rest of these cars off the road?
I'm done,
Yo.
son. I think this show was early for me. I got to call this one because that is genius.
I'm telling you, what if they use this to take everything off the road? Listen, if you have a Takata airbag, gotta come off the road.
Damn, son.
That's a lot of cars.
It's a lot of V's.
That's a lot of cars that they talking about.
Even from when we first talked about that recall, they talking about over millions of cars.
Yes.
With
Shout
this
to my
airbag.
guy Draco. He said,
Let's go.
He said, I'm at an awards brunch for my daughter, but I'm checking. Yo, can
man, son.
Yo,
Let's
could
go,
we?
son.
Yo, I don't have. Yo, I said I gotta get a sound effect that's gonna really put forth how. Yo, appreciate Draco, man.
100%, son. Damn, I really.
He's at an award show, but he's checking in. Shout to you, man. Draco.
Let's go, son.
Got love for him, man. Let's
That's
go.
a
I don't
fact.
got nothing but this, but we gonna run with. We gonna do something else for you.
That's a
but
fact.
in the meantime, it looked like Stellana said that they had sent over 210 physical and digital messages to owners, urging them to have the airbags replaced.
Wait, hold on. Wait. 210 million?
210 million physical letters, digital letters, emails, smoke signals,
Yo.
ravens, pigeons, seagulls,
Horses.
whatever we got outside.
Damn.
The red coats are coming. So listen, owners of the models can call 833-585-0144 or check their vehicle identification numbers at Mopar.com recalls to find out if their car is at risk. The longer these particular vehicles remain unprepared, the greater the risk of an airbag rupture. 11 new deaths tied to this. So you got to be careful. At least 67 million airbag inflators have been recalled by the automotive industry, and they've been linked to 23 fatalities. So imagine you in your car. Yo, what's going on, Parker? What it is? Shout
Parker,
to my
what
man
it is?
Parker tuned in. Imagine you in your car,
Yeah.
and you get a little fender bender, right? The airbag comes out, and a metal shard shoots you right in your neck and kill you.
Because that's what it is.
That's
what the
exactly
problem
what's
was.
happening. Yes,
Exactly. The problem was that they say when they explode, there's like metal shards and whatnot that's coming out.
that comes
hitting
out
you.
with it.
Damn, son.
So you gotta listen. If you have any kind of recall like that, it's gotta handle it. I don't know what this lawsuit is gonna look like for Takata, but it's gonna be serious. And I don't know if it started yet.
Nah. You know it ain't started. You know they sitting there like this. What else y'all got?
Right.
What
So
else?
we talking about 2 additional on top of the other one, the 12. They have 2 additional that happened, which the number is now 3 as of the other day. As of yesterday, 3 people who have died from these airbags. Imagine that.
So wait. You think they still using Takata airbags in like newer vehicles too? Or?
I believe they stopped using them in 2013 when they found out that these Takata airbags do that. So you got to say to yourself, right? If that's the case,
Yeah.
they could potentially use this to take the rest of the cars off the road.
Why not? It's a perfect segue.
And you got to think about that too. If you're out there buying any used cars, because I can tell you right now, that Dodge Magnum, you get that with the 5.7 liter.
Or you get the SRT version?
You like the SRT version, switch it to a manual. The better one gonna cop it from you.
Let's go.
It's a V8 wagon, and not for nothing, those cars didn't stay on the road too long. It's like
son.
they didn't. For 5 years, and then on top of that, everybody had the V6 model. So there's a lot of them running around. We talking about 3 Chrysler 300Cs.
Challenges, charges.
There's a lot of them still running around.
It is.
If you haven't handled that Takata bag thing, you need to handle it.
And you said ranging from 2005?
To 2010.
Yeah, they still outside. Definitely them 2010s.
Of course. The 05s is out there too. Now, unless you got a full race car, I guess you don't got to worry about it.
right.
Yank the airbag out already. But at the end of the day, man, we just want everybody to be safe. The reason I wanted to bring it up is because, we all from the same neighborhoods, man. And these are the cars that we see people buying secondhand and they driving around in them. And not only are they driving around and they putting their families and stuff in there, we want y'all to be careful out here, man. Just make sure y'all handling that, man. Get that thing done or get rid of it. If Dodge is telling you to do it, they came out with and 3 people done died in the past 2 weeks. Let's make sure we get on top of that, man. But according to FCA, they said they've been engaged in aggressive outreach to encourage vehicle owners and custodians affected by Takata recalls to obtain the service. Wow. Takata really, 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 really went over the top with this
I
one.
think they dropped the ball. But, I got to ask, it's like, when they developing this airbag,
Yes.
what are they putting in it?
I don't think it's what they put in it. I think it was the things that hold it. I think they were saying it's the brackets that hold it over time. They start to wear out.
Yeah.
So when that airbag comes out, it brings those metal things with them.
Oh, snap.
And they break off into shards. and people have died from that.
Damn, son.
Wow.
Yeah, yo. If you
Wow.
got any of those models, call that number immediately.
And my thing is also, right? So like I said, we're going to put on our conspiracy theorist hats for a minute.
Let's go.
This was one of the largest, this is the largest recall
Yeah.
in automotive history.
100%.
Because this thing stretches years, brands. It's not just an American car
it's not.
or a Japanese car thing or a European car. It had almost every car from those years in it. And those cars are still on the road.
Yeah. Damn, son.
So with that being said, should the government take them off the road if you don't want to get the airbags changed? I'm going to turn the music off because S.I. he about to think, look, oh, God.
That's interesting, son. That's interesting.
Should they take them off the road? What's your thoughts?
I mean, damn, son, that's a tough one, son. That's a tough one, though. In order to save your life for real, because this is actually like your life is in jeopardy with this.
Right.
It's really in jeopardy. So I would think if it's auto, take it off the road at 6 speed, you might be able to make it work.
This guy's hilarious.
I'm just saying.
I got to say, when I look at it, I got to say that this is something that I don't think anybody saw coming, but this is a real big issue.
But you know what makes it really interesting is like, okay, I always think that do they do the proper, testing? I always think that I'm thinking like, all right, when y'all developing something, are you really testing and putting it really through its paces?
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
They not.
And then on top of what material you using, because they like to go the cheap route because they developing a quadrillion of these things.
Yes.
So that's just my thing right there, because like you said, nobody could foresee this coming, son.
Wow.
And now,
shout to my man Antonio. Where you been, bro? He said, why should the government care about your life more than you? Ooh. But they do. Or at least they say they do.
They claim they do, but
because now they getting rid of cigarettes. They like, the taxes and thing they put on cigarettes, the stuff that they trying to put in on automotive to ensure people's safety.
Yeah.
Look at what's our guy over there, the state senator that wanted to put every safety mechanism on the car and control the speed at the same time.
shit, son.
So trust me, Tonio, they doing it, kid. They trying to do everything in their power, but I think ultimately you are right, though. It is up to you to take that car in.
Yeah, it is 100% though. But I think something like this, you need some encouragement though. You got to encourage. Reason why I say is because let's say you got one of these that's just sitting off to the side. Do you take that one in? You don't drive it; it's just there.
Good question.
What do you do?
Well, it looked like Dodge was giving away a free oil change with it. I know that sounds cheap, but we all know how important an oil change can be for a car that's that old.
Fact.
So I think a lot of people, and stop me if I'm wrong. Shout to Tonio. Like I said, I appreciate you tuning in, man. Ain't seen you in a while, man.
Fact.
Freaking, what I say is this. A lot of people are probably more afraid that when they take the car in, they either going to keep it for some days. Some people can't afford to do that. Or, shout to Tonio. He said, that's not for your safety. It's to control you. Yes, exactly. I believe that people feel that when they take those cars in, that what's going to happen is they're like, oh, we need to fix this and this. We can't let the car go with this and this. And then here you go. You spending $5,000 on something that was free. Oh, boy, we got a call.
That's true.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Yo, I had to make mine real quick. This is Sean the Dawn, the tattoo artist.
Yo,
Let's go.
what's good? Parker, what's poppin'? How you, kid? Sean the Dawn, what's good?
Man. Yeah, everything good. I'm at my cousin's wedding up in the Bronx, so.
Oh, wow, congratulations.
Okay, that's what's up.
Now. Yes, sir. But let's talk about those airbags and all this other stuff that's going down.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, like I was looking at stuff like that. Well, first, before we get to the airbags, I'm paying $140 a month off of these tickets after it went 24 hours. They popping up everywhere.
Give me your fucking money.
You said
Yeah, man, I take 2 days
140.
off from work and down with speeding to work, and then boom, I get a ticket. So yeah, that's part of my so that's part of my bills. Man.
It's your
But
budget
as far
now.
as the but as far as the airbags and all that, as long as they sell the car, when they do the recalls are free, and you guys already brought it up. They do the oil change, they give you this, that, and the third, but at least they get those cars off the lot and make their profit. That's it.
But you know what? A lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people, and I'm going to blame this. Check this out, Parker. I'm going to blame this on the dealership experience.
Yeah, 100%.
Because there's been a lot of times when you brought a car back to the dealership for something and they got to fix this. We can't let the car go with this. I remember one time I took my motorcycle to the shop to get inspected.
Yeah.
And when I took it to get inspected, the guy's like, yeah, did you see your brakes? And I'm like, my brakes? Now, I know I just changed my brakes last year, but I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
He starts looking at a part of my swing arm. I guess he was trying to see if I knew what my brakes was. And I was like, that's not my brakes. I was like, this is brake. Look, next to the rotor. You see it? Like, and he's like, oh, man, I was just having a conniption. I'm sorry. Yeah, but you almost tried to charge me $400 for that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
So I got to say that it's probably, you got to blame this on the dealership experience. People don't feel like they're getting a fair shake anyway.
That's 100%.
Yes,
100%, kid.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to bring that short. The wedding getting started. Get my 2 cents in. You guys have it.
Yo, do what you do. Yo, Parker, man, shout your business out before you break out, man. Let the people know what you do.
Tattoo artist 24/7.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yo, enjoy the wedding, man. Get drunk. Just don't drive home. Copy that. I'm going to get up with you.
That's it.
Okay.
Peace. Yo, shout to everybody that's at these events and tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got love for y'all, for real, 100%. Man. Shout to those that's at these 100%. Events like they daughter's thing, and wedding and stuff.
That's hot. That's hot.
I love it, man. Oh, we got somebody that had, okay. I had the passenger side airbag replaced under recall twice in my 2000 Pathfinder. It was done in about 5 hours. Shout to my man, Keith.
Damn.
He said it was done. So y'all already know. If you haven't done it, you need to do it. I don't care what condition your car is in. It could look like crap on the inside. Get it fixed.
So, you know, another thing that people could be thinking about, what if I jump in and it so happen to just go off?
Well, that's why you're taking it to get the recall done.
But what if they so nervous, they like this, they don't even know if I even want to take the chance.
Yo, put on that old submarine helmet. You remember that the click, stick it on and cover your neck. You know what I'm saying? And take your car down there.
You the old submarine joint though.
You be like,
with the one window.
With the one window that opened up in the face.
SpongeBob. Nah, it's a fact, but it's really important though. So it's like imperative that you people go do that because you don't want to be out there looking crazy.
Nah.
With a sliver of shard in your neck. Nah, B.
And not for nothing, people are dying.
100%.
So that means that these things have reached that maturation where they're just going off.
Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? And let me stop. That's not really the case. Not that they're just popping out for no reason.
I mean, but who say they can't get there though?
No, but they talking about when they deploy. So if you get into a fender bender with it, that's when that stuff comes out. So, but then again, airbags have probably popped off for different. Yo, you never know. You could be 100% right.
Like who knows, kid? Like you said, it's been there so long. Now it's extra sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like, and that's the problem.
Go home and hit the car with a sledgehammer in the front bumpers. Boom, boom. And set them off. And then take it. Yo.
That's not a bad idea. That's a fact. If you're a little nervous, just make it go for yourself. And that's it. Outside the car. Save yourself a hassle.
Word up. Just look, just take a tire and tie it to like a bike. And just run right into the damn thing. Let the airbag go off, and then you be good, man. But there's so much more we want to talk about here, man. So, again, I said that Dodge had some issues, and it looked like Tesla has some issues as well. Mm-hmm. As usual, it's like they can never avoid being talked to here about a bearded one. But, you know, we try to be good to them. But there's, not really. Sometimes we just got to reveal them for what they are, man. And it looks like Tesla was denying an owner the software to tow a vehicle. Now, first off, I didn't know you needed software to tow a car with Teslas.
See, that's a problem, son. You can't tell me this is not an issue, y'all.
I mean, you need software for everything.
But to tow?
Shout to Marlon. He said airbags go off when you hit potholes.
This is what I'm saying. You hit it hard enough, it's a rims drop.
You could total the whole car then like that.
Yeah, son.
That's scary.
They could deem that total at that point.
That's scary. Yes. Once them airbags come out.
Yeah, son.
I don't understand when they got replacements right there. Why they total the car? We ain't even going to get into that, right?
I could imagine what the insurance is going to think about that. That's why.
That's a fact.
Oh, word? Like, so your airbags went off.
Like, so exactly what happened While I was driving down the street, I hit a pothole. No, the pothole hit you. That's what it sounds like. But in the meantime, it looks like Tesla denies Model Y owner towing software for a bizarre reason. A Tesla driver in the United Kingdom has been left frustrated after not being able to purchase the company's trailer mode towing software. The reason, his vehicle is fitted with an aftermarket tow hitch. Scott Helm, shout out to Scott Helm, took to Twitter after finding out that his Model Y, equipped with an aftermarket tow hitch, isn't eligible for trailer mode as Tesla did not install the component. Shout to Sly Fox on the check-in
go,
with
Sly
the
Fox.
mean Fox body. Y'all
Yeah,
seen the
son.
pictures. Shout to him.
Let's go.
So, says Helm told the driver that he brought the car and had a reputable company install a certified tow hitch to his electric vehicle. But that wasn't good enough for Tesla, which deemed the tow hitch as a liability as it wasn't an official accessory. Essentially, Helm's Model Y is unable to tow. It doesn't say anything about the tow bar being required anywhere I can see, which I think is crazy.
Damn.
Crazy. You appreciate that, Slava. He said, keep talking, wake him up. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that, to me, this sounds a lot like a cell phone. How many times have I've had an iPhone? I know you laugh that I don't have one now. We laugh at the Android users, but I am one of them. You feel what I'm saying? But when you have an Apple phone, how many times you tried to buy an off-brand charger and it says no?
Yeah, son. It don't work.
It could be made the same way and it says no. Now look at what Tesla's doing. Tesla's saying pretty much he doesn't have the tow hook that we sell. We not gonna give him the software. This is the kind of car company you dealing with.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, all right, man. Why? Okay. I could be in a real problem here.
Yes.
And you're going to deny me this.
Yes.
Are you kidding me, son? But you know what the real problem is? You're going to turn around and still do business with them, though.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So they look you in your face like,
Just like an abusive relationship. Kicking your butt up and down the block.
oh,
but you
man.
still sticking around.
You bumped into the coffee table like 8 times. You like, yo, wow, I thought you bumping with your leg, not your head. Nah, that's not cool. Now we don't condone domestic violence.
Nah,
at
not
all.
at all. Not even a little bit though. But
it's like you said, you're gonna turn around and do business. You can't tell me how many times have any of you guys, and especially some of you guys with trucks, you like this. Listen, I'm gonna just get this tow hitch and go do what I gotta do.
son,
You can't do that no more. Now you got to order from Tesla, have them install it so they can put the software on there for you to tow a car.
and you know what I don't like about this neither? You don't think other manufacturers gonna follow suit, son?
Of course they are.
And that's my problem. Like, how you? I'm supposed to be the customer though.
And they robbing you.
Yeah.
But you know what though?
Nah, B.
He had the perfect car. You know why? You know why?
Wow.
Model Y. Why?
That's a good one.
Why have that model?
Yeah.
Let's change the note.
Yeah, he basically telling y'all though, why get this? So what's the point of this one?
Why this model?
Damn.
It's hilarious. But, you know, Tesla got bigger fish to fry, though, man. And that was just a little bit of an intro to what we was talking about. Because it looks like Tesla's... Now, we talked about this last week.
I'm selling it.
How Tesla's being brought up... Yeah, they're being investigated by the Justice Department. It looks like the SEC is now investigating Tesla as well for the fraudulent claims about autopilot. So let's get into that a little bit. A lot of these cars that was coming out at the time, if they was EV, they were talking about they're going to be autopilot. Oh, you're going to have full self-driving. Even Ford then recently blew a lot of money on the company, and it tanked on them.